Hey friends, welcome to the Drama Club. On this week's episode, we talk about Ryan Adams, whose music we would mute, except we don't know what music he's made. And then May tells the story all about Arnold Schwarzenegger and the love child scandal. Stay tuned.
What up, fam? It's good, y'all. Feels good, right? Yeah, I know it do. And without further ado, we broadcasting live from CA to NY.
Trust me, I would be having the exact same crisis. So it's crazy to me that like we put a man on the moon, but like we still need to fix things. We have to unplug them and plug them back in.
Oh yeah, that
is
the
the
ultimate
dumbest thing.
It's like the Nintendo always try to blow into it and shit. Yeah,
Shit is fucking stupid.
for sure. Yeah. Hello everyone, it's Saturday.
I'm sick.
You're sick?
Yeah, I felt like yesterday I was maybe getting sick, but I thought it was like my allergies. And then today I woke up and I was like, no, please, not today. I took a Dayquil.
Oh no! Fuck, man.
Yeah, I was like, my voice. I'm telling a story today. No, not my voice.
Oh no.
I got some of that spray.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I've been using that today.
Oh, your eyes do look a little watery. Oh no.
It's because I'm telling a sad story.
Uh-oh, you are?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Shit, now I'm scared. Anything exciting happened yesterday?
What was yesterday?
Friday.
No.
No, me and Ho went to go have cocktails, but
Ooh, where?
at that speakeasy by
mhm.
my
Yeah,
parents'
yeah.
house. Yeah, it was good.
Did you get the fig cocktail, or do they? It's seasonal, huh? They
Yeah,
have
so
different
everything's
stuff?
different
Ooh.
now. Yeah, what did I get? I got a. Oh yeah, there's a Reese Witherspoon. Oh, they were all like named after celebrities.
Oh my
So
god.
I had a Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
And a Reese Witherspoon.
girl, I want to have a Keanu Reeves too.
Who did you have?
The Jessica Alba. Say Camila
Yours
Cabello.
was Lafroigian
Freudian slip?
Sip, yeah. Yeah, and it was
Dope.
that bourbon or scotch Lafroig.
It's my dad's birthday today, so
Really?
yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
last night I had to go out in the rain because I'm a good daughter to get him a scotch.
Yeah.
So like I told the guy like, oh okay, I want a good scotch, but like he's tried everything, you know, like so I mean like I kind of almost don't care.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, how about this like sampler? So it was like like 3 half bottles.
Oh, perfect.
And it was perfect. I was like, yes, that's perfect.
Yeah. Aw, are they gonna do something?
No, my mom's working,
Oh no.
and also I think they're beefing.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I'm not sure, but I think because she'll be like, ask your dad this, and I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
fucking.
Oh, we're
You
bringing it back.
ask him.
We're bringing it back with that one. My mom and dad used to do that to me too.
I feel like that's so childish.
Yeah, it's so fucking
That's-
dumb. Yeah.
Just if you don't want to talk to each other, don't talk to each other.
yeah.
But then like don't.
Yeah, don't bring me into this shit. That's amazing.
So welcome. This is the Drama Club, aka the Family Club,
Yeah,
the Cousin Club.
We're cousins.
We're cousins. If you don't listen to the Afternoon Delight, you missed the fact that Steph and I found out that we're cousins via a DNA test.
Yeah, those DNA tests will get you guys.
That shit will get you. If you don't want your family secrets coming out, like that we're secretly cousins, like don't get those.
Yeah,
That shit's
and
not good.
like Joel got his, and it was like saying all the parts of Mexico that his family's from,
Hey.
and it's like totally different from where his dad thinks that they're
Oh,
from.
but you know what? That's like people say. I said that all the time. Like
Yeah.
your grandma says shit. Like
Yeah,
she fucking
that's
like
true,
you know
yeah.
they
Like-
don't fucking know.
No, and they be back in the day. It was so easy to lie. Like everybody lied.
Like
you know?
I feel so bad for Elizabeth Warren, who's like
yeah.
she's like
She thought she was Native
everybody
American.
says
Yeah.
you know that's a thing that they say.
Yeah.
You know. Like, I'm sorry, girl. I know you wanted some of that flavor.
Yeah, you white as fuck. It's all right. We still love you. Yeah, I like that a lot, though. I really like my ancestry kit.
Dope.
Yeah, people are saying like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it because you could." That's how they're finding out different criminals.
Yeah.
And all this shit. And I'm like, well, I'm not out there committing crimes,
True.
so this is not a problem for me.
True. But then like it's gonna be like your uncle or your like your cousin or something that's gonna get
Yeah,
caught like
that's
that.
their fault. Shout out to Angelina. You're going down, girl.
Note the well-developed body. No surplus of soft fat.
So my name is May.
And my name is Stephanie. And Howell's in the background. And this is the Drama Club.
Yeah, my sister wife is here, guys. Thank goodness. Because this one is a handful. Am I right?
Uh-oh. Oh, me? Fuck. I thought you were talking about the topic again. I'm getting so confused. I'm really excited because me and May did some joint shopping, and there's nothing better.
Yeah, there's nothing better.
Yeah. Shop with your
we're super-
girlfriends, guys.
Yeah.
That shit will get you through anything.
Shop with your girlfriend. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm bored. That's exactly right.
So we got a hot topic?
Yeah, I got a hot topic. So a lot of drama surrounding Ryan Adams, who I guess is a musician. What band is this dude in?
No, he's a solo artist.
Oh, that's
Which
even worse.
somebody pointed out something hilarious, which I know a lot of people hate on Pitchfork, but especially back in the day, I think that's how I used to find like my good music, right? Like go to Pitchfork. People pointed out that Pitchfork reviewed Ryan Adams' cover of 1989 of Taylor Swift's album and didn't review 1989. I thought that was shady and so Pitchfork.
It's so extra.
Yeah.
So people are saying that Ryan Adams has this pattern of behavior where he will promise.
He dangles opportunities in
go.
front of
Usually
young
young
girls.
girls. So he's promising like career opportunities to like pretty young women. I think 13, 14. And through that, gets their trust, and this little motherfucker then like, is he actually getting with them, or is he?
I think that there was a girl who said that when she came of age, like, so at that point she was like 17 or 18, that they did.
Okay, so this girl also is saying that like basically like he uses music as a way to get in, and then he will start talking about sex and graphic things. And this girl says that then they were going to do a video call on Skype and he exposed himself.
Oh my God.
She was 15 and 16 years old
Oh my God.
when this was going on. In the text also it says that he asked her about her age all the time and would tell her like, oh, you seem older and stuff, which I'm sure that's something abusers do.
Of course, yeah. And the creepiest thing was I read that he sent her a message, and she has the receipts too.
Yeah, she
which
has
is
like
crazy.
all
Yeah.
the receipts.
He sent her a message that said like, "Oh, make sure you don't tell anybody because people are gonna think I'm like R. Kelly or something."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You did say that.
which is like-
because you are R.
because you
Kelly.
are.
Yes.
Like, imagine being that self-aware and just clearly not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking gross.
That's super scary. So this girl came forward who's now in her 20s, and then it uncovered a lot of other girls coming forward. But I think
Wow.
the big shocker was Mandy Moore
Yeah.
posting an Instagram of like a solo picture of herself and saying that she stands by those women and that she was in an abusive relationship with him
Yeah.
when they were married, which is fucking crazy.
And now that like we're putting everything together, it totally makes sense because she said that he used to tell her, "Oh, you're not a real musician. Like, what are you doing making music? Blah blah blah."
And she didn't make music while they were together.
Yeah.
And then she really wasn't acting very much.
Right.
She was like an entourage and like not really anything when she was with this dude. They break up. She gets on like a fucking hit show.
Yeah, on like the hit show.
Yeah. And now she's going back into music because she's singing on the
Yeah.
show and she's like recording an album allegedly. And she seems super happy with the guy she's married to now.
She looks like a sweet girl. Like,
I really like Mandy Moore. So this is another shocker too, not to like now burn her, but NT Lawyer says some fucked up stuff about her.
No.
Yeah, just that she's really like smug actually. Like she plays off like being really humble and like, like so appreciative about everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she seems like a super sweet girl, especially if you follow her on Instagram. But he says that like she makes like she's super demanding, diva-ish. She won't do press for This Is Us if her co-stars are in it, which is like that. But the thing is, I always see her with them.
But no, because they used to do like a little, like a 30-second after show type thing. I haven't watched it in a while, but they used to do that. And she was like the only one that wasn't on it.
Well, she allegedly like she demands private airtime. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't like to be with the rest of them, which
She's been famous since she was like 14,
she was
15.
little
though,
as fuck.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
when Candy came out.
yeah.
And then I Walk to Remember, she was still little as fuck.
Yeah.
Low key though, if I could do an interview with Milo Ventimiglia all day, every day, I would do it. Oh, I'll just pretend to throw a punch.
Milo Ventimiglia sounds like something you have to put together from IKEA.
Yeah, for sure. It comes with those instructions with that little fucking triangle dude that's all drunk. I love that guy. Well, that's super scary, and it's so good that all these women are coming out now towards these motherfuckers, because they don't need to be out there. We don't need to be having these men be successful. There's plenty of good women and good men out there that deserve that fame.
Yeah.
Plenty of other fucking indie motherfuckers who want to cover 1989.
That's true. Like, why is Ryan Adams, like, there's not like a million other motherfuckers behind him just ready?
Yeah, you know?
Rest in peace, Elliott Smith.
Yeah, there's a million of those guys. What the fuck?
Oh, I saw A Star Is Born.
Oh, you did?
I have thoughts.
Where'd you streamed it?
Yeah.
On what?
Just like Reddit.
Okay.
We did not need that movie.
Really?
Yeah. It's not a bad movie.
Okay.
Everyone is fine in it. We just didn't need it.
Yeah.
You know? We have the other Million Stars Borns.
Yeah, like why?
We also have the Toni Braxton Unbreak My Heart video in which she kind of does like Barbra Streisand in A Star Is Born.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, the other thing that really pisses me off is like, why are people acting like this movie is the greatest thing?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
we don't have, this movie exists.
Yes.
Like, this
Several
movie
times, yeah.
is like a movie that has been done and redone and like, why are they trying to act like Bradley Cooper fucking wrote this shit?
But like, but just a full period stop. The music is good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's Mark Ronson.
Yeah, and good for Gaga.
Yeah.
It's like,
She
I don't have
has good
anything.
music. She's
Yeah.
a good musician.
Yeah. So good for her. I do hope she gets the Oscar. She will get the Oscar for the music.
Oh, for the music.
For the music, yeah.
I want to see The Wife. You saw it, right?
I saw The Wife.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple days ago.
Yeah. It's
She's-
streaming on demand now.
Yeah. She's
Gonna win, you think?
fucking acting.
I wanna watch
She is
that
acting.
shit.
Guess what else I saw?
What?
The Favorite.
How was that?
Incredible. That's my
Fuck, we need
favorite.
to go watch that one.
It's my favorite movie of the year, maybe. But also, I loved Roma, so it's like.
Oh, I loved Roma too.
But if either one
Is
of those,
Roma in the best film?
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
it's tied for 10 nominations with The Favorite.
Oh,
So it's
fuck.
like if either one wins, I'll be happy. But
Yeah.
because like The Favorite, I loved Roma. Obviously, I think we talked about it on the show. But like,
Yeah.
but The Favorite, I was literally like on the edge of my seat, and I was like, if this went on for 10 more hours, I would be happy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it's
I'm
amazing.
gonna go for Roma though, just
Just because
people.
Yalitza.
Yeah. Like when what's her name from Insecure? Oh my god.
fucking Issa Rae.
Was she at the Oscars when they were like, "Who are you going for?" And she was like,
like,
"All the black
all the
people."
black people, yeah.
That's me. All the brown people.
For real.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool. I'm excited for the Oscars. I'm excited to
Me
see
too.
everybody.
Is it literally a week from tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Fucking crazy. It's already the end of award show season,
Yeah.
guys. We'll be in a slight depression.
But okay, I think that our podcast started like a week or two after the Oscars.
Ooh,
So,
that's exciting.
so it's gonna be
Yeah.
our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Twitter told me today that it's my 10-year anniversary.
Oh, fuck. I saw that it was our 1 year anniversary on Twitter not that long ago.
Yeah.
I can't believe, I'm sure my 1 year anniversary on Twitter is coming up. I can't believe I've had 10 years of shit to talk. Actually,
Here's to 10 more.
I can't believe that. Here's the 10 more. To the next 10.
These activities bring large groups of muscles into action and train groups of muscles to work together.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready, me.
You ready, B?
Yes. I'm excited. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. I think you're gonna like it. This one there's more to it than I originally thought.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that I'd started and there was less to it than I thought, so I was like, ugh, gotta do something else.
Uh-oh. I hate that.
Yeah. So then
I had tried to do the Housewives one that I did
yeah?
for the AD as a twofer, and there's not that much to
there's
it.
not too much to
Yeah.
So then I was like, I started doing this one because I saw something on TV. Well, I'm doing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
And I got this from a timeline on eOnline, Wikipedia, and a show. This is what I caught on TV why I started doing this one, called Arnold and Maria Irreconcilable Differences.
Oh, shit. That's a good name for a show.
So I caught that on TV, and then like I was kind of like I started writing it, and I had insomnia this week, and I was kind of like one night I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to go to bed early, but What's Love Got to Do with It came on.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, let me just watch the first like half hour of What's
Shut
Love Got
up.
to Do
Like,
with
you
It.
could ever do that with any movie. Sometimes I'll be like, let me just catch the end of this, and then I gotta go find the beginning.
So then I ended up obviously watching all of What's Love Got to Do with It. I was like, I should do Tina Turner. But I was already like more than halfway through with this. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
good.
you
Yeah,
can't.
so I was like,
All
no.
right. You could call Tina Turner, though. I won't do that.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
do Tina. Dude, but I guess we'll talk about it when Tina, the Tina
I'm just gonna
episode.
get into it
Okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in Austria on July 30th, 1947. His father, Gustav, voluntarily joined the Nazi party. So he was Nazi as fuck, so fuck that motherfucker. His mom, Aurelia, was... that's how I'm pronouncing it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's wrong, right? She sounds like
She's
from Guatemala.
She's related to us too. Fun fact. His mom, Aurelia, was whatever. She was probably a Nazi sympathizer too, but
For sure.
the family was super Catholic, and Arnold grew up going to church all the damn time, so we know how that goes.
Yep.
Gustav made no secret that he strongly preferred Meinhard, who was Arnold's older brother, and he didn't give a fuck about Arnold at all.
Why? Why do parents do shit like this?
I'll tell you why. Because basically, for no reason at all, Gustav thought that Arnold wasn't his biological son.
What?
Like, he just pulled that out of his ass. He was like, oh, that's not my kid, so fuck him.
Ooh.
So he treated him like shit.
Wow.
Recently, Arnold went as far as to say that he was abused as a kid. He said his dad would pull his hair and beat him with belts. But he makes a point to say that that sort of behavior wasn't unusual back then. In fact, he said where he was from, it was more like the norm. Which is
Yeah,
that's
it's
shitty.
true, but
It was a different time.
Yeah,
It's a different place.
I know.
Like, he was a literal fucking Nazi.
I know. It's just like, I mean, like, it's totally true. That was acceptable back then, but
Yeah.
that's the reason it's not acceptable
Yeah,
now. Because,
exactly.
like, we know how fucked up that makes kids or people in general.
Arnold didn't really sweat his relationship with his dad super hard, though. Like, he was just kind of like,
Whatever.
yeah, he was like, fuck him. Like, I'm gonna make something of myself, pretty much. So
Good.
he just went about his business doing his best. Like, he wasn't great at school or anything, but he tried, and he had a good personality and definitely stood out.
Okay.
He was super athletic and was particularly good at soccer, so he stepped up his workouts at age 14 in order to get better at soccer, and that's how he got into weightlifting.
Wow. Soccer was not like the entry into weightlifting that I was
Right.
looking at. Yeah.
His soccer coach noticed that he was, I guess, talented at weightlifting, because, like, is that a talent, or is it just like you're just genetically inclined to be good at this? You know what I mean? Like,
No, you could be talented, I think, right?
but anyway, his coach was like, my guy, I think you might be made for bodybuilding.
Ooh.
And from then on, Arnold only focused on that sport and began competing at age 17.
I think bodybuilding is big in like Austria, Germany.
It is now, but at that time
It
wasn't.
wasn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Because remember I told you China?
Oh, yeah.
She like
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
with like an Austrian bodybuilder.
Like a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Huh.
Because remember, I think this is 1960.
Oh yeah, fuck.
He claims that he already knew at that point, when he was 17, he claims that he already knew at that point that he wanted to become the best bodybuilder in the world, and that he would parlay that into a career of some sort, so that he would be a celebrity in the United States.
Oh. Wow.
He just was like, I'm going to be the best at this, and then I'm going to use that to be famous as fuck.
Fuck.
He gave a speech once before he started his campaign for governor where he said, quote, "My own plan formed when I was 14 years old. My father wanted me to be a police officer like he was. My mother wanted me to go to trade school." So obviously he had this sort of wild ambition even at a young age. So much so that he would literally break into the gym when it was closed so that he wouldn't miss a training session.
Wow.
He became obsessed. He said, quote, "I, whose will could not be broken, I became a rebel. Every time I got hit, every time someone said, you can't do this, I said, this is not going to be much longer because I'm going to move out of here. I want to be rich. I want to be somebody."
Wow. That's awesome.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Arnold entered the army for a year at age 18 in 1965. Because,
1 year?
Well, because it's the requirement in Austria. Like,
okay.
It's like Israel, I think, is like that too.
Oh, okay.
And while he was enlisted, he went AWOL to participate in the Junior Mr. Europe contest. Which he won.
Oh, shit.
And was his first major competitive win in the world of bodybuilding.
Wow.
He was sentenced to a week in military prison for deserting. Is that wild?
That's fucking crazy. For a fucking bodybuilding competition.
Was it worth it?
Yep.
Soon after, he was voted Best Built Man of Europe.
Wow.
So he quickly became really famous in the sport.
And he's like 18?
He's like 19.
Wow.
Yeah. And the next step in his career was trying to get the title of Mr. Universe because he saw that as his ticket to America, where he could become a star and get rich.
Wow.
So in 1966, at 19, he gets on a plane for the first time and heads to London for Mr. Universe and ends up coming in second, which, with how ambitious and competitive he was, is I'm sure it was like a major disappointment for him.
Super blow, yeah.
But honestly, it was really incredible for a 19-year-old. Like, that was fucking wild.
Yeah.
And at the competition, he attracted the attention of a world-class coach, Charles Bennett, who moved him to London to live with his own family and helped him learn English.
Wow.
When Arnold talks about this time, it's really sweet and sad because he describes the way the Bennetts took him in and treated him with love and attention that he never even realized was normal because his family just wasn't like that.
Oh, that's sad.
So this was like the first time he realized, oh, people, you're supposed to love your kids?
Yeah, like this is what a family is?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like 20.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Like, his father was an abusive asshole, but so were the fathers of a lot of kids in his town, so he had no idea.
Yeah.
So the Bennetts really cared and nurtured him, and because of that, he started to really believe that not only did he want to be the best bodybuilder in the world, but that he could be the best bodybuilder in the world, and he was going to be the best bodybuilder in the world.
Fuck.
It's just
Total recall.
What's crazy to me is that it just took that, like, it just took,
Yeah, just a little bit
it's
of
just a
love and
little bit of love,
affection.
and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna do this.
I'm really
gonna
do
do this."
Yeah, he was already so disciplined
Yeah,
and focused before this. Now he has a tiny bit of support,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Like, we could do anything.
Yeah, fuck.
In 1967, at age 20, Arnold became the youngest Mr. Universe ever and went on to win the title 3 more times.
Wow.
In between Mr. Universe competitions, he moved to Munich and went to business school and continued taking English lessons, telling his tutor at the time that he was going to become the greatest actor.
Oh.
That's one thing he did not achieve, my guy.
Nah.
Maybe with a little bit more nurturing.
Shout out to Reg Sanja. That's a fucking awful movie.
In 1968, at age 21, he realized his dream of moving to the U.S. and became a fixture at Muscle Beach in Venice.
Damn.
As he trained for various bodybuilding competitions and as he continued to dominate the sport.
Is there anybody else famous like that came from like Muscle Beach in Venice?
Lou Ferrigno.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Muscle Beach in Venice is so iconic. Like when you pass it on the
Yeah.
boardwalk or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I always only think of Arnold.
Yeah, me too.
But people will forever train there
Mhm.
because of him.
Yeah, because of him.
You know?
I know they put like, they need to do this in Muscle Beach, put like a statue of him.
Fuck yeah.
Because they put it in like his hometown. And he was like, I'm flattered and that's cool and all, but please use the money that you used to do something else. but like Venice, they can afford it. Like,
yeah,
put
they
a
should
statue of
totally
Arnold
do
there.
that. Yeah.
So his proximity to Hollywood allowed him to start his transition into acting when he played the role of Hercules in the film Hercules in New York.
Oh.
In 1970, he won his first Mr. Olympia and went on to win the title a total of 7 times.
Damn.
He lived with his girlfriend Barbara for several years during this time, but they ultimately broke up because she wanted a traditional life and he hated that idea. Barbara described him as, quote, joyful, charismatic, and adventurous, but that he later became, quote, insufferable, classically conceited, thinking that the world revolved around him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Of course, because
Yeah.
now he's getting that taste.
Yeah. Now, and it's like everything, like he he achieved everything he wanted to.
Yeah.
How could that not get to your head?
Right, exactly.
You know? Yeah.
And like almost deservedly so.
He worked very hard. Yeah.
So in her 2006 memoir, she talks a lot of shit. But I guess it must have been true because Arnold wrote the foreword to it.
Oh, shit.
So he's like,
You don't even give a fuck. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's what we both said.
He continued to take on several small acting roles throughout the 70s, although he struggled to really get his big break because casting directors criticized his body, his accent, and his acting ability.
Okay.
P.S. It is widely speculated that Arnold had violated the terms of his visa and was therefore in the U.S. illegally for a time in the late 60s and early 70s.
Well, yeah.
Just something to keep in mind when he later becomes a conservative politician urging the U.S. to be tough on illegal immigration and telling undocumented immigrants, particularly Latinos in California, that they should, quote, have come here the right way.
Everybody says that to, especially like Mexican immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like if Austria didn't share a border with the United States, like you wouldn't have came that way.
Right, exactly.
You know, like,
right.
Yeah. And then it's easier to get a visa when you're in a country overseas.
Mm-hmm.
It's super hard to get a visa when you're in Mexico because they just assume that you're going to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like Central America, like for my family too, like, especially because you have family in the US, they think, oh, they're just going to stay. Anyways, this is whole another.
And what is the quote unquote right way? Like, you don't know like what the fuck is happening.
It's
like,
right for me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is the way I came.
You could be running for your life. Like, you don't fucking know.
They
Like,
usually
fuck you.
are.
Yeah. As governor, he blocked undocumented people from getting driver's licenses and voted to prevent them from obtaining public services that, just so everyone knows, they contribute taxes for.
Yes,
that
makes me so mad. They're like,
yeah, they're using
our tax money.
No,
they
they're paying
fucking
taxes.
pay taxes. Yeah.
So honestly, fuck him on this, because like it's fucking shitty. Everybody has things that they're like hypocritical about, but like this is like a big thing. Like, fuck you.
Like you literally came to this country and you did everything you're saying shouldn't be done. You're just like so far removed that you could conveniently forget or what?
Yeah, exactly. But he says that the current administration's family separation policy has gone too far. So
and he's cool with Trump, right?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
But at the time, like he does say that when he first moved here, or like when he started, like in the 70s, he did admire him as a businessman.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to be that way, but like he doesn't fuck with him anymore.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that guy.
What about Sly?
Is he cool with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool with him.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they're work friends.
Okay.
They're like Jay-Z and Kanye. Like,
yeah, they're not real friends. Yeah.
In 1971, Arnold's brother Meinhard was driving drunk, crashed his car, and died instantly.
The one that his dad left?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So obviously this was a major blow to the family because remember that at least for his dad, Meinhard was the favorite. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how in the Kennedy family when Joe died.
Yeah.
When Joe Jr. died, like it was like fuck. Like it just like blew everything up.
Yeah.
Arnold didn't go to the funeral though because I think there was a lot of drama between them.
And he's in violation of his visa maybe, so he can't leave the United States.
True. He literally never speaks of his brother ever. Even back then.
Actually never have thought of his like actual family. I think of Maria Shriver and
for sure.
But never like his actual birth family.
Yeah. Because he doesn't
fuck with them.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck with them. If I had to guess, I'd say
I can't eat this while we record. Why am I gonna do it?
Yes, you can, as long as you're not talking at the same time. So if I had to guess, I'd say like that his problem with his brother had a lot to do with resentment because of how their dad treated them differently.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway, so his dad died just a year later in 1972 from a stroke, and Arnold didn't go to his funeral either because he was training.
And he doesn't love his dad, probably.
Okay, now you can...
I'm eating chips, guys. Welcome to the Drama Club.
This is ASMR.
Can you hear me crunching? Kirkland brand, baby. This podcast is sponsored by Costco. I wish, dude. That's a fucking... That's an untapped market right there. Costco don't gotta sponsor fucking celebrities and shit. Because everybody's going no matter what.
We should be sponsored only by the Costco in Tijuana.
Yes. I know exactly where that one's at. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean, he's not gonna go to his dad's funeral because why? His dad
Right.
didn't love him, and he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
love his dad. Probably.
So fuck him.
Yeah.
Definitely, there's no reason to pretend. You know.
Right.
Somebody said that was something like about not going to his dad's funeral. That was something that he had made up about himself to like seem tougher in bodybuilding competitions, because they actually talk about that in that movie Pumping Iron. But like he literally just didn't go though.
Yeah.
In 1977, he was the subject of the classic documentary Pumping Iron. The film was a hit and changed the perception of bodybuilding from being akin to a freak show into more of a legitimate sport, just like how it's viewed today.
Yeah, because even like old school like circuses and stuff, they
Yeah.
would have like the
Strongman.
world's strongest man. Yeah.
That's what it was like before.
Wow. That's interesting.
It also really turned Arnold into a household name.
Yeah.
The same year, Arnold posed for the gay magazine After Dark.
Cool.
As governor, especially as a conservative, at the time he was pretty good at about LGBTQ rights, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard because he vetoed marriage equality, but he did expand a lot of protections for LGBTQ people.
Yeah.
Against like discrimination, and like he required healthcare to cover the domestic partnerships and stuff.
Good.
Like,
But then
yeah, vetoing gay marriage is still like really, really shitty and discriminatory. So,
yeah.
but I mean, for a Republican,
I see the move he's making. Like
Yeah.
I see why he played his cards that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't agree with it.
In July of 1977, he met his second major girlfriend, Sue, a hairdresser with whom he had an open relationship.
Ooh.
She paints it as like when they were both in town, they were all about each other, but when they were apart, they could do whatever, no judgments.
Oh, damn.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And just 1 month later, in August of 1977, Arnold meets bad bitch and niece of President John F. Kennedy, TV journalist Maria Shriver.
A Kennedy?
A Kennedy.
A
This is
fucking
That's
Kennedy.
the jackpot.
This little runt from Austria. Fucking Mr. Universe. Met a Kennedy.
So even though he's absolutely taken by Maria, and I mean, who wouldn't be? He continues his relationship with Sue.
Oh, okay.
Maria was anchoring on the local news in Philadelphia at the time, so I'm sure she was busy with her own shit.
Yeah.
But
She's being groomed to be,
yeah, to be fucking
but the
Maria
next part
Shriver.
of the fucking
Yeah,
political
the
dynasty
next
that they are.
generation. Yeah. But a year later, in August of 1978, Sue was kind of over the arrangement, and she gave Arnold an ultimatum: either Maria goes or I go.
Ooh.
And he chose Maria.
Yeah, bye.
Well, he chose her kind of.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. By the 1980s, he'd, for the most part, mostly retired from competitive bodybuilding. There was like a really cool story where they had hired him to be the commentator at like the Mr. Olympia or something in like 1980. And like a few weeks before, he was like, shit, I could win this. And like he just entered and fucking won.
What? Oh my God. That's insane.
But he really wasn't doing it anymore. And he was widely considered the greatest bodybuilder of all time.
Still? You think?
I think there was one dude who broke his record of Mr. Olympia at like 8. So he's either like,
But he did a lot for bodybuilding.
yeah, he did a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
And also he had the 3 or I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 Mr. Universes. So like, I
That's
think he's
awesome.
still probably either, if not 1, then 2.
Yeah. That's cool.
It should be noted that Arnold admits to using performance-enhancing drugs throughout his bodybuilding career,
Right.
but the drugs were legal at the time.
Steroids were legal at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
So I think that that's also something to consider when trying to figure out if he's the greatest.
Yeah.
Because like
Why are you laughing? You knew steroids were legal? I didn't know that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Fuck.
I mean, and they still do it now, but not. But
It's illegal,
But
yeah.
now it's illegal.
Yeah. Sorry, May. What were you saying?
That he was also kind of a low key, fantastic businessman,
Yeah.
and he became a millionaire by the time he was 30,
Yeah.
and well before his Hollywood career. The thing was, he started this bricklaying business,
wow.
and then like that's what he did as soon as he moved to the U.S.
He bricklayed?
He
Or
started the business.
Oh, okay.
He used like his winnings from like Mr. Olympia and whatever to start the business. And then in 1971, there was a big earthquake in San Francisco.
Right. A huge
So they
one.
fucking needed all the bricklaying, and like he made a ton of money.
That's
like he was like
crazy.
balling out of control. And then he used the profits from that business to invest in other businesses and in real estate.
Oh, smart as fuck.
I think that that's a time where he was like really admiring of like Trump.
And stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he was like, but see, he's more impressive because he did it. He came here with nothing.
yeah, he did it all on his own.
Yeah.
Trump had a leg up on everybody.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He earned a degree in international marketing and business administration.
That's impressive and unnecessary.
Right. Yeah.
But see, like, I mean, I think I value education. I know some people don't. And like, I think a lot of people like to hear stories where people make it without education, but
Sure.
it doesn't hurt.
But also, I think it's impressive of him because he wasn't good at school. So
Right,
He
yeah.
just had to like work hard at it the same way he did everything else. He was like, okay, I'm going to do this.
He's
you
just
know?
dedicated and
Yeah.
focused.
And he became a U.S. citizen in 1983.
Oh, congrats.
In 1982, he finally got a big break in acting when he starred in the hit movie Conan the Barbarian as the title character.
Total Recall. Total Recall?
Total Recall.
Yeah.
It's trash.
You like it? Of course you do. My brother loves that shit too.
Really?
Such a boy movie.
There's swords. Yeah. Swords and like horses.
There's
and
like
stuff.
swords and muscles.
I've always wanted a sword, but I don't want to be the type of person that owns a sword.
Yeah. I could
You
see the predicament you're
Yeah.
in right there. Yeah, totally. Like, remember that time you had that badass lightsaber?
Yeah.
But you had to sell it because
Yeah.
you
I
can't have a
I can't
badass
own a
lightsaber. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. So, and just 2 years later, in 1984, he starred for the first time as the Terminator in the role which would define the rest of his career.
Yes!
Terminator is fucking legit. Terminator 2 is one of the best movies ever made.
Terminator 2 was filmed partially in Fontana.
We talked about that. Yeah, I remember that was the fun fact that I had no idea I needed.
I love Terminator.
Yeah, I fucking love
The
Terminator.
leather.
Oh yeah,
The glasses.
Linda Hamilton's body.
Yes. Damn, I
Yeah.
haven't seen those movies in forever.
That was like the first DVD I bought.
Damn.
So,
Are we flexing with your fucking Terminator DVD over here?
from then on, Arnold became one of the biggest and highest paid stars in the world, making action hit after action hit.
Action movies are where the money's at, man.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're gonna, like, if that's what you're looking to do, fucking
That's
do
what
it.
The Rock is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he's so smart.
Yeah.
Or like Tom Cruise, he was like the biggest star.
True.
He was just action.
Yeah.
Action. That was a cool niche that Angelina Jolie was in as a woman
Yeah,
forever.
and now it's Charlize Theron.
Yeah, but I thought that was awesome when she was doing it.
I like that movie Salt.
I like Tomb Raider. When
Oh
she
yeah,
was in
Tomb
it,
Raider.
They were so
yeah,
fucking good.
They're fun. They're fun
They're
movies.
super fun. Or what's the one where she's an assassin with like commons in it?
Oh,
That movie's
Wanted.
Good. Yes,
Yeah.
that movie's good. Huh?
Oh yeah, and fucking Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, that movie's great.
Oh, remember that movie with Marion Cotillard and Brad Pitt? I wanted that to be Mr. and Mrs. Smith so bad, and
it
it
wasn't?
wasn't. It was
Aw.
like they didn't like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like you could see, like it was
They
low
had
key like
sexual
awkward.
chemistry,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, I was like, is everybody watching this?
This one's still married.
So in April of 1986, Arnold and Maria get married
Oh,
and immediately become one of the biggest power couples, not just in Hollywood, but certainly in the country and arguably the world.
yeah, that's like fucking amazing. She's a Kennedy, you guys. This
Yeah.
is crazy. I was hyped when fucking Taylor Swift was dating that Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, that's it. Like,
That's it.
how can? What are you
Yeah.
looking for?
Yeah.
Just stay with him.
They're cursed though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't do it, girl. You in danger, girl.
Get Out. We're gonna rewrite Get Out, but it's like dating a Kennedy.
Yes.
Maria Shriver's gonna serve you tea and hypnotize your ass. The sunken place is fucking Muscle Beach with Arnold Schwarzenegger doing steroids.
James Cameron, holla at us. Direct the shit. Okay, so by that time, Maria's status had increased and she'd become a national correspondent for NBC News and later even won a Peabody for her coverage of the 1988 Summer Olympics.
Wow.
So she was fucking killing it.
yeah.
And let's not forget,
She's a Kennedy.
She's a Kennedy.
Yeah. On top of everything.
Like a legit ass Kennedy too. Like
Yeah.
not one of those like peripheral ones.
Yeah,
like those
she's a
fake
real
ones.
ass
She's a real ass
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
One of those fake ass Kennedys. Fuck you and your fucking fake ass Kennedy.
Who's the one that Taylor Swift? That's
He's
a peripheral
fake ass
Kennedy.
one. She got that full at the fashion district.
So she's powerful as fuck in her own right. So it was like these worlds are colliding and like together they are more powerful.
Everybody loves a
I
power
love that
couple.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot was made about them being such an odd couple.
Yeah.
They were often called Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And people love to point out that she was the smart, serious journalist and contrast that with his seemingly brutish lack of intellect and shallow occupation as an actor.
Right.
But we know that isn't fair because he certainly isn't dumb.
He's super smart.
He's a brilliant businessman
Yeah.
and he's ambitious as fuck.
If anything, he's just going to help Maria utilize her talent
Right.
to, get
Yeah.
more and more successful.
Yeah, perfect. So they're I get it.
They're a
like
good
perfect for each
match.
other,
Yeah.
But one of the contrasts was really interesting and valid was that she's a member of the most prominent liberal family in America.
Yeah.
And he's an outspoken, proud Republican.
Yeah. That was a huge thing when he was running for governor, too, I remember.
Yeah. It put her in a really awkward position.
It
but-
did, yeah.
Although he describes himself as a fiscal conservative and social liberal, a phrase I've heard thousands of people use and which every time I hear caused an injury to my eyeballs from rolling them so hard.
Yeah, it's such bullshit.
That's not a thing. One of my all-time favorite 30 Rock jokes is when Liz Lemon's boo, Dennis, describes himself as a fiscal liberal and social conservative. So the couple went on to have 4 kids. And the longer the marriage went on, the more they became a symbol of one of the strongest and most successful marriages in Hollywood.
Of course. It's like Will and Jada. Like,
Oh,
you don't like them, May?
I don't like them.
I do. I like Will Smith so much
Yeah.
that it kind of makes up for... I don't not like Jada.
I kind of don't like Jada because like she seems extra like I feel like she says things just for attention and
She
I don't
does
like
when
that.
she had that little talk show for a little bit. She was
Yeah.
hella... remember she was talking about giving herself orgasms and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't not like her though. Like I honestly like for me she's like whatever.
Take her or leave her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just like Will Smith so much
Yeah.
that the fact that they've been in this relationship for so long
Right.
is like that's great. I think that's a great thing always in Hollywood.
I do. The thing that I've liked most about them is like there was a rumor going around that they have an open marriage,
Right.
which I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think that sometimes I think it's mostly her can be a little bit preachy about their marriage, like. Like we're putting in the work. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're Scientologists, but
They're Scientologists?
Mhm.
Ooh, I didn't know
yeah,
that. That's
it's
sketchy.
secret though.
Ooh.
Looks can be deceiving, y'all.
Mm.
Anyway, so as time goes by, they both continue to be badasses in their respective careers. By 1999, Arnold has had a handful of political appointments by Republican politicians. Stuff like chairman of the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports and a few other things like that, mostly related to physical fitness. And he campaigned for and often gave money to certain Republican politicians and causes, so people would often ask him if he had any political ambitions of his own.
Wow.
He was quoted as saying, quote, "I think about it many times. The possibility is there because I feel it inside." Then in 2003, the stars kind of aligned for him because California was going to hold a special election following the recall of Democratic Governor Gray Davis. Basically, Gray Davis was being held responsible for mismanagement because California was in the middle of an energy crisis, which if you're from California, which I think most of our listeners are, you'll remember the state had rolling blackouts
Yeah.
around this time to try to get a handle on our energy usage.
Yeah.
So like obviously it was fucking shitty.
Yeah.
And somebody had to pay and that person was gonna be the governor.
Yeah.
I was only like 13 at the time, so I couldn't give you the details of it, but
I remember the blackouts though.
I remember the blackouts
And
for
being
sure.
pissed.
A few years ago I watched a documentary on Enron and Dick Cheney, and I guess they had their greasy little fingers all over this and somehow pocketed like $1 zillion, to borrow a phrase from Mama June.
Oh man, one time this hobo in Costa Mesa, I was like, oh no, was it Costa Mesa? Yeah, I was going to Starbucks and there was like one hobo asking for change and I gave her change. And then when I came out of Starbucks, there was another hobo and they were fighting with each other. And
Over the
one,
change?
No, the one, I don't know what they were arguing about, but the one that I had given change to was like, I used to be top management at Enron.
What?
Look it up. And I was like, what the fuck? I gotta get in my car. This shit's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, damn, hobos are getting really real right now.
Where did you say, Santa Ana?
Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay, I believe it.
Fucking coffee it.
Anyway, this also had something to do with the Great Recession, which I also can't tell you about because it's literally the subject I know least about in the world. Like, I literally know more about quantum physics than about the 2008 financial crisis.
Yeah. Except I've seen the movie.
I watched The Big Short twice.
Mhm.
I still don't understand that shit.
We gotta take notes.
I
We'll
just
get back
don't
to you
get it.
guys.
I hear the word like mortgages and like my brain just shuts off.
There were a lot of attorneys that lost their bar license because they were signing, like, there are certain mortgages when somebody makes so much income. I know that like needs a legal signature because it's a contract, right?
Yeah.
These are all contracts. And like all these attorneys were doing these shady fucking mortgages because they would get all this money.
Yeah, you get like a commission.
Yeah, and then they all lost their licenses after the recession.
I mean, if you were smart, you fucking did it 24/7, made
Make
your
your
fucking
money
money
and
and
get out.
bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just try to stay out
smart
of jail.
and evil.
Yeah. Anyway, so the election was a fucking shit show.
Right.
There were 135 candidates. Everyone was running to replace Gray Davis. Literally, little ass Gary Coleman ran for governor.
I forgot about that. And like that one
There's,
porn
like, some
star,
porn
Mary
stars.
Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Your Theo Chewy from Palmdale probably ran for governor.
Yeah,
in 03.
everybody ran for governor.
Anyway, Arnold made a surprise announcement that he would run during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Ooh.
Word on the street is that he didn't tell Maria he was running until days before he made the announcement and that she was absolutely livid. I guess she had no interest in being first lady and of course was super busy not only with her own career, which of course she was incredibly passionate about,
Right.
but also being a mom to their 4 kids.
Yeah, they have 4 fucking kids.
Yeah, so she was like, I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
And also, you're a fucking Republican. You know,
Yeah,
like,
this is not going to be good for my brand.
Yeah. Arnold later says that after he told her, she was tearful and shaken. You have to be a certain level of asshole to do this, like, and not.
Yeah, you
tell
don't
your
care
wife
about
about
your
it.
marriage. At
Yeah.
that point, you're putting your own personal stuff first, which that's a balance, but this is the mother of your children.
Right.
You know?
Okay, so the campaign for governor immediately becomes a national sensation. People are loving it. The media dubs him the Governator.
Yes.
And they call him the Running Man after the name of one of his films.
Yes.
And dub his campaign
Total Recall. Yes.
So here we are, one of the biggest stars in the world who happened to marry into an American political dynasty, running for governor, and actually polling really, really well.
Yeah.
People didn't have like a super strong grasp on what he was for or against.
Yeah.
But as we know, Americans love name recognition and they fucking love celebrities.
Yes.
So all is going...
Especially in Cali, I think.
Really? You think? No, because remember in Minnesota, they had like the wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that one SNL dude. Ooh.
Oh, true.
Shout out to that dude.
Minnesota loves celebrities.
Don't shout out to that dude, actually.
Okay, so all is going really well for him, and he's well on his way to becoming the governor of the great state of California. But then, the Los Angeles Times, who opposed the recall of Governor Davis, decided to do their fucking jobs and started digging and uncovered some shitty stuff about Mr.
yes.
Schwarzenegger.
This is like when you hear about these stories and these journalists, it's like, I want to be a journalist.
Yeah,
you
like
think-
when I saw Spotlight, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yes. So crazy.
At least 6 women went on the record to describe how he sexually harassed them.
Oh, man.
Some describe him verbally sexually harassing them on movie sets and at gyms dating back into the 1970s and most recently in the year 2000. Some describe having their breasts groped or Arnold reaching under their skirts or over their pants to grope their butts.
Oh, wow.
One woman was quoted as saying, quote, "What could I do? He was the highest paid actor in the world. I was a peon."
And he's gigantic.
He's huge.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. He's intimidating.
Fuck yeah, I'd be scared of that fool.
Another woman said, quote, "Did he rape me? No. Did he humiliate me? You bet he did." Which is exactly, that's it.
Yeah, of
It's-
course.
I'd like to think that things would be different today, 15 years later, but we
No.
saw what happens when we heard the phrase grab them by the pussy. Fucking nothing.
Nothing. And especially like on movie sets.
Yeah.
That dude,
Yeah.
just be strong. If you're going to get into that type of work, I think just you got to be really strong.
People need to stop treating it like it's not any other job. Like it's not like
I
you know, would that be acceptable if you worked at a bagel shop, you know? Like
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what people said about Louis, remember? They were like,
yeah.
what in any other job could
Yeah.
you like jack off in front of women and then
Right.
just show up the next day?
I think men would be like, he's no Harvey Weinstein, which has sort of become like the de facto shitty response to whenever somebody brings up shitty behavior by shitty men. You know?
Let's just all compare this shit to each other.
Right.
And somehow like this shit is better than that shit. Therefore it's not shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the themes, they're all there. Humiliation, power, abuse of power, the culture of silence. And it's so important to have these conversations and to out these behaviors because it's fucking unacceptable.
Yeah.
Anyway, at first, Arnold tried to sort of ignore the allegations, and then the strategy shifted to denials. And finally, he decided to offer kind of a half-assed apology. He admitted that he, quote, behaved badly and said that, quote, a lot of crazy things happened in the 70s.
Okay.
That's my favorite apology I think I've read in
that's
the
just crazy.
year of doing this podcast.
That's just fucking
A lot of
crazy.
crazy shit happened.
Some of it with me, some of it without me.
Did you know steroids were legal? That shit was crazy.
I did not.
It was a different time.
What if he showed up to his press conference dressed like Conan the Barbarian?
See, look, this is the shit that we were wearing. This was me on a Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Swords. Finally, he said, quote, it is true that I was on rowdy movie sets and I have done things that were not right, which I thought then was playful. But now I recognize that I offended people. Those people that I offended, I want to say to them, I am deeply sorry about that, and I apologize because that's not what I'm trying to do. A lot of the stuff in the story is not true, but I have to say that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Ooh.
That's
Interesting.
that is so interesting.
Yeah.
To say that about yourself. Where
Yeah.
there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know. It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
And he promised to be a champion of women if he were elected.
And the public is going to want to believe him because he's married to this super strong, successful woman.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay.
And most importantly, Arnold and Maria went on Oprah.
Oh, together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who, by the way, apparently Oprah is Maria's best friend. I didn't know this.
Oh, I didn't know that either. But Maria's
Maria's
not Oprah's best friend.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, I love that.
In 2011, Maria said that they'd been friends for over 30 years.
Wow. Are they similar in age?
I don't know. Good question.
Huh.
Anyway, so Maria stood by him on Oprah and said, quote, I look at him with an open heart and I accept him with all his strengths and all his weaknesses as he does me. And that was fucking that. Like the crowd went wild.
Then,
like,
you know,
that was
then
it.
it's forgotten.
Yeah. Totally put to bed.
You think Maria was like kicking and screaming that she had to do that shit for him?
Yeah. Because
Sure she
she's
did.
not, that's
She's
not
not
her.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she also felt she resented it because she got a lot of flack. Like people were like, oh, that's what the Kennedy women do.
Ooh,
Which
no.
is that's a low blow, and she was pretty much like, I'm my own woman. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I shouldn't have to justify my actions. That like what I do to make it through my marriage and like you know the problems that we have. That's all private. Like fuck you guys for throwing that in my face. But
Yeah, that's bullshit. That is a low blow.
Anyway, people were gonna vote for him. The people that were gonna vote for him were gonna vote for him no matter what. Anyway. I pulled a couple quotes from some voters, which I thought were funny. Quote, we don't believe it, said Susie Hopper, 53, who works at a supermarket. He's not that stupid. He lives the American dream. Her daughter, Alexis, 18, said, quote, I've heard worse things about the 70s.
Oh.
If he did it 30 years ago, get over it. He's trying to
Oh.
make California a better place.
Ooh.
Tony Weber, 48, a database designer, said, he's an actor. Women will come out of the woodwork. It would bother me if it was true, but I don't believe what I read in the papers.
Oh. What do you believe, bitch?
And just like that, Arnold sailed into the governorship after winning the election in a landslide. I think like he had like 4.5 million votes. The other guy had like 2 million.
That's crazy.
This is I mean, aside from like the assault and stuff, what an insane story of
Yeah,
like,
what an insane success story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like where the world has taken a man who
Right.
came from so little.
yeah. He talks about when he was a kid, the biggest event of his childhood was when his family got a refrigerator.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's the governor of California. That's crazy.
That's super crazy.
So things chugged along, and unfortunately, Maria had to mostly leave her career behind while she served as First Lady of California so there wouldn't be a conflict of interest while she covered politics and other news.
Right.
And Governor Schwarzenegger was reelected in 2006. He did a bunch of shitty things as governor, but I have to give him credit for being pretty good on the environment.
Yeah.
He really made that one of his priorities, as it should be for all of us.
And I interned at the Legal Aid Society in Tustin when I was in law school,
Mhm.
and he created a bunch of legal aid societies to provide free legal help for people in California.
Oh, really? Like, just in general, like people being evicted by their landlords
Yep.
and like shit like that? Yeah.
And they have like, I think over 12 departments, every one of them.
Oh.
I think Tiffany worked at one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she sure did, huh?
Yeah. Those are really good. And those are really nice. Like,
Anyway.
and I had hella pictures of him and Maria Shriver in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. all
Dope.
over.
Anyway, some people speculated that he'd run for Senate in 2010, but that didn't end up happening. And although he started the governorship with a crazy record high 65% approval rating,
Wow.
when he left office in January 2011, he had a record low of 23%.
Wow.
Just 1% higher than his
The
predecessor,
yeah.
Gray Davis.
Oh, what I wouldn't do for President Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger,
Schwarzenegger,
right now.
yeah.
Fuck.
And just one day after leaving office, during their couples therapy session, Maria confronted Arnold with her suspicion that he'd fathered a child with their longtime housekeeper.
Oh, no.
She said, "Am I off about this or am I not?" And he replied, "You are absolutely correct." And then Maria immediately moved out of their 11,000 square foot Brentwood estate and into the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh, my God. What a flex.
Side note, yeah, what a baller move. Like,
Yeah.
I'm leaving and like go to the Beverly Hills Hotel. Good for
Yeah.
you. So how did we get here? This is all so sudden, right?
Yeah.
It's sudden and shocking for us. Just think about like how Maria felt.
Yeah.
So let's go back. In early 1991, a Guatemalan woman named named Mildred Baena. I think she went by Patti. Because of course she did.
Yeah, Tia Pati.
Yeah, I have a Tia Patti. Steph has a Tia Patti.
Yeah.
Or are they the same Tia Pattis
Oh,
now?
my God, man.
Anyway, so Patti was hired as a housekeeper and assistant at Arnold and Maria's Pacific Palisades estate. At the time, Patti had been married to her man, Rogelio, for a little over 3 years. Sometime in early 1997, Patti gets bregueton by Arnold.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he was just,
His dick was out.
yeah.
She fell on it.
Yes.
She was like cleaning next to it, dusting next to it.
That's fucking crazy. He already has 4 kids at this time, right?
No, he has 3.
Oh, no.
So, they have since subsequently said that they only had sex a handful of times. So apparently this wasn't like a regular thing. It was just like, you know,
It
it happened.
happened.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at the same damn time, Maria is also bregueton by Arnold.
Oh, my gosh.
In September, Maria gives birth to their 4th kid, Christopher. And just 5 days later, Patti gives birth to her son with Arnold, a little boy called Joseph.
Is she still married?
Yes. She listed her husband, Rogelio, as the father.
Come on.
But just 21 days later, she separated from Rogelio after 10 years of marriage.
Wow.
Patti finally files for divorce on Valentine's Day of 2008. Happy divorce
Valentine's.
anniversary.
Yeah.
And in the official documents, the couple is listed as having no children together, despite Rogelio being listed as the father on Joseph's birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
Interesting, huh?
In California, if a woman gives birth while married, that man is automatically legally
Whoa.
put as the father of the child.
So can you ask for child support from a different man?
I don't know. I don't
Huh.
know about that, but I know it creates hella problems.
Interesting. Meanwhile, with every passing day, this kid looks more and more like
That
Arnold.
kid looks like he
it's like-
is him.
Yeah, it's like his twin.
He looks more like him than his other kids.
Yeah, 100%. Because Loki Patty looks a lot like him.
I gotta look this up.
I watched some YouTube videos and people are like really mean to Patty about like her appearance, which is
Why?
super shitty. Wendy Williams was like being real bitchy.
Wendy
which, like,
Williams is crazy bitch.
she's a fucking bitch. She was like saying, she was talking all kinds of shit. She was like, you fucked that? Like,
Wendy
fuck
Williams
you.
is crazy. Anybody fucked you. You look like a fucking cartoon.
Look at that.
She does kind of look like Arnold, actually.
Yeah. So anyway, so the kid looks more and more like Arnold to the point where around Christmas 2010, Maria finally confronts Patty and is like, if she I guess she had been kind of telling her for months, like, if you need to tell me anything, like, I'm here for you. Like,
Yeah.
you can just confide in me, like, whatever. And Patty was kind of like, oh, fuck, like, she fucking knows, right?
Walking around with mini Arnold.
And, like, one day, like, finally by Christmas, Maria finally says straight up, like, is Joseph Arnold's son.
Yeah.
And Mildred collapses in tears and confesses to Maria. And then, so she says that Maria was surprisingly cool about it. And she says that they both held each other and cried, and that Maria said it wasn't her fault.
Wow. Maria Shriver.
Yeah.
You the real MVP.
You sure are.
Wow.
And Patty too, like, she was saying, like, please don't blame him. He's a good man. He's a good husband. Like, this was just something that happened. It wasn't a regular thing. Like, it just fucking happened. Like, he's a good man. She kept, like, she was like saying, this is all my fault. This is all my fault. Whatever.
Aww.
Like,
which
he
is
looked
something
like-
Hispanic women do
Yep.
also.
Yep. This brings us back to January 2011, when Maria confronted Arnold during their therapy session and moves out.
How long has Maria known by the time she confronts him?
Known for sure?
Yeah.
Like, when did Patty tell her?
Yeah.
On Christmas. And this is
So like a month later?
a month later, yeah.
Wow. Could you imagine how Maria Shriver felt
It's just
seeing
like-
him walk around and
Yeah.
stuff, the boy?
Yeah. She says like when they were pregnant at the same time, like they would like joke about being
Oh,
pregnant together and like
no.
yeah.
It's like everything. Oh, you never watched Friends from College, huh?
No.
It's like, it would make you think like everything has been alive. Like,
Yep.
you'll never think that any real moment you had was real.
Yeah, that
It's
whole time,
always
huh?
going to be clouded. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Ugh. It's a really shitty situation.
Yeah.
So Patty retires after working for the family for over 20 years.
I feel bad for her. I was going to say, like, the other awful thing for her is that this is her employer, like her long-term employer.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, I think that she was ready to retire anyway. Like
Okay.
it was like, she put in 20 years of work and like she was
Yeah.
done. In April, Maria and Arnold celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary together.
Wow.
It's complicated.
You have to keep up appearances. Yeah.
But finally, in May 2011, they announced their separation in a joint statement saying, quote, "This has been a time of great personal and professional transition for each of us. After a great deal of thought, reflection, discussion, and prayer, we came to this decision together. At this time, we are living apart while we work on the future of our relationship."
Wow.
And 8 days later, Arnold spills the tea that he spilled his sperm in another woman that wasn't his wife.
It was Arnold who said it?
Yeah.
Wow.
His statement said, quote, "After leaving the governor's office, I told my wife about this event, which occurred over a decade ago. I understand and deserve the feelings of anger and disappointment among my friends and family. There are no excuses, and I take full responsibility for the hurt I have caused."
Wow.
It's like, I think that people had known, like the staff had known,
Obviously,
obviously,
yeah.
because he looked just like him.
Yeah.
So it was going to come out and he had to get in front of it.
It was probably a relief for him.
Yeah, I'm
to
sure.
just say it.
That same day, Maria releases her own statement saying, quote, "This is a painful and heartbreaking time. As a mother, my concern is for the children. I ask for compassion, respect, and privacy as my children and I try to rebuild our lives and heal.
Yeah.
I will have no further comment."
That's the thing is, like, their kids must feel
Yeah.
crazy towards Arnold now.
Yeah, I know. Later that day, Maria was spotted eating with her homegirl Oprah. So they were scheming.
Hell yeah. Talking shit about Wendy Williams.
The next day, Arnold and Maria's 17-year-old son Patrick changed his Twitter name from Patrick Schwarzenegger to Patrick Shriver on Twitter.
Damn, that's a move right there.
Then he wrote, I love my family till death do us part. And he posted some Fort Minor lyrics.
What?
Which, if you remember, Fort Minor was Mike from Linkin Park's little emo hip hop side project.
Oh.
And he closed it out with #family.
I love it. That's amazing.
The next day, his older sister, Catherine, the now soon to be second Mrs. Chris Pratt, tweeted something nice about loving her family, healing, and moving forward. The day after that, the media found out that Patty was the baby mama, and her face and all her MySpace pictures were shared by seemingly everyone. News source in the world.
It was fucking everywhere.
She's like the most famous woman in the world.
She's the low-key the most famous Guatemalan of all time.
I'm second place, so it's not like...
That shit's crazy. It's like her, then Oscar Isaac, then May.
Yeah. Then Nobel Peace Prize winner Rigoberta Menchú. I'm definitely above Rigoberta Menchú. Shout out to Rigoberta though.
Yeah.
Around this time, our friend Brigitte Nielsen came out of the woodwork and dropped the bomb that she was fucking with Arnold too back in the 80s.
I fucking love Brigitte Nielsen. Yes! Not the hero we need, but the one we deserve. She was like, let me get all up in this shit.
She was like, she didn't feel the need to come out and say anything during his like first sex scandal, but she was like, you know what?
Now it's time.
So she was like, yeah, he was already with Maria at that time. But she insists that if Arnold had told her that things were that serious with Maria and that he was planning on marrying her, that she wouldn't have gotten caught up with him.
Brigitte, shut up. Shut your ass up. She was married too and she was fucking Arnold.
Yeah.
She just didn't give a fuck about her first husband.
Arnold later told 60 Minutes that he always dealt with his multiple affairs the same way he dealt with most unpleasantness in his life. He just denied to himself and others, but especially to Maria. He even tried to hide the fact that he was going to have open heart surgery from her when she was pregnant in 97.
Oh, wow.
So that was just like a constant
thing that he
yeah.
did.
In the same 60 Minutes interview, he claims that he had zero idea that he was Joseph's father until the kid was about 7 or 8 and started noticing the resemblance.
Come on.
He says that at that point, he never discussed it with Patty, but he just put 2 and 2 together and started giving her extra cash, and he bought her a pretty nice crib in Bakersfield.
Oh, wow.
You should look at a picture of her house.
What? He bought her that house?
Yeah.
Damn. And, well, I mean, people do that for their housekeeping.
Yeah. She had been working there for like 20 years.
Yeah, people take care of the people that take care of them.
She kept her fucking mouth shut, too, so... She deserved a bigger house than that, I'll tell you that much.
Fuck
but
yeah, but this
that's
is a nice-ass house. There's a pool and shit. This shit probably tripled in value.
I guess it came up with Maria.
Bakersfield, though.
I guess that the whole situation about Joseph's paternity had come up with Maria at least once, because he said in his autobiography that he denied that he was Joseph's father to her at one point.
Wow.
After the fallout of this scandal, honestly, Arnold seemed mortified that he blew up his family. It was less like the public shame and more like, I can't believe that this happened. Yeah.
Gone? Yeah.
He made statement after statement about how guilty and sorry he felt and that he deserved everything that was happening to him.
Aww.
But Page 6, along with a handful of other news sources, have claimed that Arnold wasn't the only one being unfaithful and that Maria had been fucking this dude, Matthew Dowd, since at least 2006.
What?
When he was a staffer on Arnold's re-election campaign.
What, May?
Okay, listen. I guess household staff and other campaign staffers said that it was super obvious that they were having an affair, and it got really awkward when Arnold found out because he flipped his fucking shit.
Ooh, could you imagine that fool next to Arnold? Ooh, Arnold gonna fuck you up.
It's like when Brad Pitt was fucking Robin Givens in Mike Tyson's bed.
Oh.
So he flipped his shit and he pushed Matthew out of his inner circle and banned him from the inauguration.
Oh, wow.
But the staffers all say like he and Maria were still like having quote unquote business dinners together and business lunches and like disappearing and like whatever.
Ooh.
Then staffers kind of had to pick a side and be Team Arnold or Team Maria, which was awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
All of the parties, of course, denied that this happened. And Matthew said, quote, "There was no affair. We were good friends." But allegedly, he got drunk at a wedding in 2011 and started telling everyone that he was staying with Maria at the hotel she lived at during her separation.
What?
Like, knew the room number and everything, obviously.
Oh, shit.
But Maria is now currently publicly with that dude. That's her man's.
That's her man's?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I don't know.
So what?
Yeah.
You know what? Like, also, like, you think Arnold wasn't cheating on Maria the whole ass
whole
time they were
time.
married?
The whole time.
Of
Yeah.
course he was.
Yeah.
But what he did is he had a baby with
Yeah,
somebody else. You know, let Maria get it in. Fuck it.
Yeah. Anyway, Maria went back to journalism.
Cool.
Mildred, aka Patty, is presumably living in her nice ass house in Bakersfield, like the Guatemalan queen that she is,
Fuck
chilling.
yeah.
Joseph, their son, now goes to Pepperdine,
Oh, good.
studies business,
Oh, great.
and is beefy as fuck, looking just like his daddy and living his best life.
Nice.
Arnold went back to acting and a brief stint on The Apprentice.
Oh, that's right.
Maria and Arnold agreed to split their assets down the middle, with several sources saying that the couple was worth anywhere between $400 and $800 million at the time of their separation.
Wow.
Also, according to literally every news source except for Wikipedia, Arnold and Maria have never finalized their divorce.
Oh my God, May.
They're still technically married.
You know what I was going to say too is like they go out together, right?
Yeah. Although sources close to both sides say that they'll never, ever get back together.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess they both just have a hard time closing that door and making it official after so many years together.
I was
and,
going to
like,
say I
everything
could
they
see
built.
them getting back together.
But like both sides, all the people like TMZ are like, her side says no way, his side says no way.
No way? Really?
And she's with that dude.
Yeah, but so what?
And he's had like a girlfriend or two also.
Yeah, but so what?
So
They're
no-
family. That's the thing is like, I know, you know, but they're family.
They're family.
Yeah.
And they're good for each other.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway. So no judgment to them.
No, of course not.
I saw shots of them recently getting pedicures together with their daughter.
Arnold and Maria?
Yeah, with their
Aw.
daughter.
With
so
which
they're-
one?
Not Catherine, the
Okay.
another one. So they're
Their
fucking fine.
Kids are great looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that show, Irreconcilable Differences, some bitch said something like, each one better looking than the last. I was like, that's kind of shitty for like.
It's really fucked up.
Anyway, and that's the story of the Messinator.
Yeah. Good job, May. That was fucking crazy.
Crazy life.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maria, who's a fucking queen and a boss.
Oh shit. Beck is getting divorced.
Oh, breaking news.
Wow. Sorry, I shouldn't have gone on Yahoo. Yeah, Maria Shriver is the ultimate boss. What a fucking queen.
Yeah. Kept her family together.
Yeah.
Like,
Protected the kids.
Yep.
Including the kid that wasn't hers.
Yeah, exactly.
Protected him too.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Shout
Yeah.
out to her. I wonder if Jonathan is his name?
Joseph.
Joseph is friends with at least the other.
The other kids?
Yeah.
I don't know. But the family seems like so about family
Yeah.
that I would imagine that they at least try, like, make an effort.
Are they all that religion that Chris Pratt is?
No, they're
just
Catholic.
that
They're
one?
Catholic.
Well,
Because Maria's super Catholic. But what's her name? Catherine?
yeah.
I think, like, she goes to that church.
That Christian church?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
But they were, because Arnold was raised very Catholic, and obviously the Kennedys are super Catholic. And
yeah.
Maria, we talked about this on the show before, but she goes to mass every day.
Yeah.
Like, I think that
Every day.
every day. I think that
Fucking crazy.
I read something in like a tabloid or something not that long ago that she was low key like stressed that Catherine was going to
the other.
the other church. Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, that was awesome, mate. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hit us up on Insta and Twitter at Drama Club Pod. Hit us up on our website, dramaclubpod.com. Hit us up on our Gmail, dramaclubpod@gmail.com.
And on the hotline 505-539-0556.
Tune in on Monday for our Afternoon Delight episode.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
However, whatever with your however.